today though was making sure that I could use the XP for the save file because but yeah, I believe so far this version of the game has been the most consistent for me on Emulator. I don't know if it's the version of the game. It might be actually, but I'm not sure. Like I was always like asked, do you think different versions could potentially be different? Apparently yes, because some of them have been tested, but some of them have not fully. So I might need to potentially have different settings for that version. Seems to run the same as this one, but this one doesn't crash like that. So Arkham City Hundo, you're questioning it. You shouldn't question it, you should just do it. Same as I was saying, should I do this today? And then I just started the stream and did it. Because otherwise, you'll be like, man, I could have done this, right? And the thing is, like, I know the feeling of like wanting to do something, then like, you know, like you start doing something else. And then you're like, should I do it? Nah, I'm not gonna do it, you know? Because like, for the longest time, like my head worked this way. I'll be like, oh, I want to stream Infamous. Like back when I was streaming Infamous so much, but I didn't do that many streams. I did a lot of long streams, but not that many, right? But like pretty much every day I was like, I want to stream, and then I would start watching someone, and then I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep watching this stream. But I wasn't really actively watching. I was doing something else instead. So I thought it would be a better idea to change that for, you know, the foreseeable future, right? So, I don't know, like maybe 2 months ago, I was like, you know what? Every day that I say I really want to do it, and I am in front of the PC and I can and I have the time, I'm just gonna do it. And here I am doing that. Yesterday I could have, but I actually didn't. I actually wasn't like able to do it. But I had some time, but I did have other things to test as well. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna test stuff. At least I was doing something that I said I wanted to do, right? But I did not stream it because I didn't think it was like that important. Yo, 10D, what's up? How's it going, man? Mooi. Thanks for the yell, man. Now, hopefully, you know, like the good luck, hopefully this time I'm actually correct and this version is the one that is going to run well. And I haven't fucked up the emulator, because I really hope I haven't fucked up the emulator. Although, maybe something I have to try is playing that other version in the updated version of the emulator. Maybe the outdated emulator version works for some of the versions of the game, but not for all. There's a chance, you know. So maybe I'll test a lot of things with that. I'll test the different updates and all the stuff as well. Maybe even like, I don't know, maybe I could even like cap the FPS even lower, and potentially that would cost more stability. So that's something that I haven't tried. Like I am capping at 60 right now. Like the emulator is set to 60. So it doesn't go like to 61 or whatever. It goes up to like, it's pretty funny. Because when you're not supposed to be in game, which is like menus, for example, like the menus on like the save and load menu in this version, like on emulator, it's kind of like an out of the game thing. So like it goes to like 80 FPS on those menus, but it's just the emulator. And when you try to like, if you want to restart the console, right? That's also like an out of the game thing. Like it doesn't work as the game. Of course, the Dutch again. Yep, it's fast. How do you even get more frames on a game that was originally 30? It's because I'm pretty sure the PS3 is the issue, not the game itself. Because otherwise the game wouldn't be able to run at more, right? Because there are like lots of like, oh, but this game used to run at, no. Like this game, if you like, in particular this and Infamous 1, right? If you like have a modded console like I do, and you look at and you put the FPS counter there, the games run at 30 max. That's it. Right? There's no, oh, but this game ran at more. Nah, it runs at 60 FPS on console. At 30 FPS. Fuck. At 30 FPS on console. Not 60. They run at 30. So, like, in order to get more, I'm guessing what they have done with the emulator is just like unlock the capability of the games themselves. I'm not sure how that works, right? But of course, that doesn't mean the games are gonna run well, right? Maybe that's something that I have to figure out because I just thought about it, and it might be like the God of War thing. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know about this, but the God of War games on, well, especially God of War 1 on emulator, on the PS3 emulator. I don't know right now. I don't know how it goes about how they go about it right now, but like when I run the game back in the day, you had to run it at 58 FPS because if you run it at 60, there was one part of the game that didn't load, so you couldn't play through that, right? And 58 FPS was like the max that you could do. So there was a rule you have to play at 58, so you cap it at 58, right? So maybe doing something like that will work for this as well. As far as I've been able to see, whenever that happens, I'm like, it doesn't matter the number of the FPS, it just crashes. So I don't know, maybe I'll just try like a little bit less than 50, see what happens. Problem is, it only happens once. Like if I restart the game, it doesn't happen again. So it only happens in the session that you're currently in, which is why I need to test stuff. I mean, at 60 FPS, I'm not like an expert. I don't know exactly what's up. There are issues with everything in this game. With visuals, with audio, with Infamous 1 has more issues though. In this game, I didn't have to apply any patches to make it run well. Infamous 1, on the other hand, has a canary patch that someone made to improve the visuals, because some of the stuff doesn't play well. What I've seen though, and this is like something that I mentioned the other day, on emulator I get more audio glitches than on console, and I've always thought it was an FPS thing, and maybe it is, right? But maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a physics thing, or the neurobol.
Waarvoor ik uiteindelijk verantwoordelijk ben. Geef deze opnames door aan je contactpersoon in Empire City. De tijd dringt.
But the thing with this game, right, as opposed to what happens with God of War, is that God of War, itself, the game, if you like download any of the versions of God of War 1 and 2, the emulator says it's playable, right? This game, the emulator only says it's in-game, right? But the emulator has these three categories. It's you pretty much have playable, in-game, and not playable, right? That's pretty much what it is. So like in-game is like back in the day, those games were like you could get into the menu, but that was it. If anything, maybe you could play for like some minutes. It will crash at some point, right? It's what happens. It is what happens with Bioshock. The Bioshock version on this emulator, the Bioshock PS3 version on this emulator, you can play until you wanna like load something. You can't save and load. The load screens might crash the game, and that's just how the game works. This game, on the other hand, it runs well, but it has those things where maybe it crashes, right? That is just a an emulator thing. Just so it's either that the game requires some patch, or or it could be the FPS. But the thing is, in the God of War 1 and 2 games, they are playable on this emulator, and the FPS are way more consistent, right? They don't go down to like 40, 30 as you're playing. In this game, it goes down to like, I mean, to me, it's like a minimum of like 31 or something like that it goes down to. Sometimes sub 30, but it's just like very bad lag or whatever. But in God of War, I don't think they went down that much. So it was way more consistent to test 60 FPS, right? Because if that had been a thing, I don't think they would have needed to drop it down to 58. Like precisely 58. In this game, it's like, yeah, you need to. Which is why I think, even if you could play at more than 60, because you can, by the way, like with a better PC than the one I have, and potentially different settings, I don't know, you could probably run this game at like 80, 90 FPS. Because I am capping at 60, but the game, like, it doesn't go like, it's not the most you can get. On Infamous 1, I tried the other day, and in some areas of the game, I'll get like 180 FPS. So potentially you could do more, but like most of the time, even in Infamous 1, most of the time you'll be at 60. So might as well just cap at 60, because if you're gonna be at 80 FPS for like a second, it doesn't do anything, right? If it were consistent, then yeah, but...
Die agenten liggen onder vuur. Help ze en neem een militielid gevangen voor ondervraging.
Also, by the way, that gold that I got in the mission before this, that is the Dutch. The power of the Dutch. Plus the 60 FPS. Because these splits, originally they already had the power of the Dutch. Oh my god! And this gold as well. I just fucking fell. Because all is stupid. Yeah, something that I want, like, what I can test, right, is to install the updates that I have for this game and try out the same on this version of the game. And maybe it's just the NTSC version that does that. Who knows? Because I'm playing on the PAL, right? And so far it's been the most stable. When I played with the Turkish version, it wasn't that stable either. And like essentially it's the same game, just like a different region, right? But maybe there's something in the files themselves of my versions, right? The ones that I downloaded. Maybe there's something about the folders, right, that makes the games just run worse or some shit. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I got the extra enemies back there.
Nou, probeer het eens. Ik zag een hele eenheid in jouw buurt.
voelt wel goed.
Helemaal niet slecht, makker. Ik ga je andere bliksem wel missen, hoor.
Yeah, I think I said the same thing like
Gewoon even terugschakelen.
so many times that I think I don't have to explain anything anymore.
Het lijkt me logisch dat je je
I
andere
just,
op dezelfde
you know,
manier
whenever I
moet
explain
bewegen.
things, I just like
Het is geweldig.
repeat them
Ik ga
many
wat
times.
aanklooien en dan zie ik wel wat ik tegenkom.
Okay, that was actually pretty neat, honestly. And I got the enemies as well. Holy shit! By the way, Dutch
Fijn dat jij vorderingen maakt, Cole, want ik zit vast. Ik ben het
is
gewoon
just
de woorden
fast
kwijt en de tijd dringt.
in general, but
Als de
like,
politie eenmaal alles van hem weet, maken ze hem
hear me
vast.
out, okay? And this is just a theory that I have, right?
Zijn hulp.
The enemies spawn in
Relax.
before
Als
this,
ze
like
bent
in the
terug
mission
zijn,
in evolution, right? Those enemies spawn in right there.
De leider van de militie.
The ones that spawn like next to the mission, not the other ones.
Vanavond geeft hij een speech voor het syndicaat.
Because you might get the ones that I got or the ones in the mission area.
Grijpen en uitvinden
But the thing is, those 4 enemies that spawn right next to the mission,
Bertrand, ziek. Ik zit
I have this theory
maar ik blijf uit het zicht tot
that it has to do with the language change,
niet opvallen. Begrepen.
and also every time I play in Dutch, every time I get the enemies. But if I change to like, let's say I try to like just for the lols, I just play in English, right? I just don't get the enemies. Or maybe I play in French and I don't get the enemies, but then I change to Dutch again and they're there, right? Like I have a theory that maybe because of like the time that the game spends in the dialogues and like how it loads, because it has to do with like, you know, the areas loading. It's not the language, but because Dutch is faster, right? It might load maybe because the dialogues are done earlier, because the calls in the game, right? They load things. If you whenever you finish a mission, if there's a dialogue afterward, nothing loads until the dialogue is over, right? So you can't do secondary missions, you can't enter any missions until the dialogue is done. And if you try to like Death Warp or whatever, those dialogues they have to play. So I think because Dutch is faster in language, that's what it affects as well. It affects the map loading and those enemies spawning because you're farther away from like the area, and so you enter the area later.
Man, Quo heeft niet gezegd dat deze stad helemaal
Well,
vol zat met doorgefokte
essentially like
krokodillenfreaks.
because the dialogue ended,
Oh, zeker.
you know, way earlier, right? You enter later, and so like the enemies actually spawn because those guys they have a set spawn in that area,
Over een vreemd apparaat.
right? You can make them spawn if you go in circles,
Ik zal eens gaan kijken.
right? If you go in circles and you not exactly in circles, you have to go like outside of the load area and then in again, they will appear. It happens with like pretty much every enemy in the game. There are groups of enemies that spawn in certain areas. They are fixed, you know. Ah, I'm too close to it.
Ik heb hier nog een bom gevonden.
Does not make you lucky. Being Spanish doesn't either, but
Volgens mij maakt iemand bommen van energiescherven.
Des te meer zijn er van jou, hè?
did that guy just burp?
Hey Cole. Ik ben mijn hele netwerk
Hey,
afgegaan,
Cole.
maar ik heb Wolf niet kunnen vinden. Alleen Bertrand als ondervrager. Die zit nu zijn zakken te vullen met blackjack, maar ik vermoed dat hij later naar Wolf gaat.
Yeah, if I have to like,
Ik wilde hem zelf
if I have to like make a confession,
Hij
like
zag me
yes,
bij de
like
bar.
Stuur me de locatie.
when I found out that Dutch
Volg die gast wel vanaf
was the fastest, I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to play in Dutch.
Goed plan.
Because I liked playing in German. Like the German dub is actually pretty neat. But I don't really, you know, it's not the same with the Dutch one. The Dutch
Ik ben nu boven het casino.
is a bit
Laat
weird.
me het weten als onze vriend vertrekt.
Het kan even duren. Hij is nog steeds flink aan het winnen daar.
Getting too dark in here.
Oké, daar komt hij aan. Blijf uit het zicht.
Als ik heb ontdekt waar ze Wolf vasthouden, hoe krijgen we hem daar dan weg?
Ik heb een truc van de militie gevorderd.
Geheimagent Quo. Is auto's stelen niet verboden?
Also, just like in the German version of the...
Strafrecht zegt dat een agent een voertuig in beslag mag
Yeah,
nemen
this
om een
thing.
verdachte of ontsnapte te achtervolgen of om een misdaad te
This thing.
voorkomen.
Strafrecht.
The Strafrecht, right? In German, the Strafgesetzbuch or something like that. I don't remember anymore. I think it's Strafgesetzbuch. I don't know. It's just the fucking like penal code, right? The penal code joke is gone in both languages, but it's not in English or in Spanish or in French or in Portuguese or in Italian. It's the joke is there in those languages. And he just laughs. He's like, haha, penal code, you know. But in German and in Dutch, it's a different word. So there's no penal code.
Vragen gaat het lichtbruine huis op 8th Street binnen.
Oeh, je komt daar niet zomaar weg met een voertuig. De militie heeft alle wegen langs het kanaal afgezet.
Oké. Ga jij nou maar naar binnen. Regel ik die afzet.
Oké, doe het snel.
Eerste afzetting is...
Are you joking? I didn't get that? What the fuck?
Goed, ik ben bijna in het huis. Dit zal snel gaan, Cole, dus let goed op.
Fuck, man. How did I not get that? They fell in the water, didn't they? The hell? That's so dumb, man. I mean, I'm gonna be able to get it later, but... What the fuck? Where are you going? Come here, man. Close. Closer. Come on, die, please, 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 please. Oh my god, it didn't die. Oh my god, it died. Okay, cool. Geweld.
Vuile, smerige monsters. Ben ik een keertje niet de grootste freak van de stad?
Kom, we gaan.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it does with. It's pretty much what the German version is. Although it's a book, so it's like the book of the rights or some shit, right? It's like the penal code, right? Because like in any other language, we call it penal code, right? But there's no like penal, like the word itself, in German and Dutch. So stupid. So like, you know, it's the only thing that I don't like about the German dub is that it doesn't have the joke. Because it's funny. You know? I am 29 and I still find it funny. It's just the way he says it. Because, you know, Cole is also an adult and he also finds it funny, so I can find it funny. Ik heb een bomb. Guys, this enemy is just like they just fucking yell like I have a bomb. It's like, what do you mean? I think what they say is here comes the grenade or some shit like that. In English it's like grenade or something like that. It's just some stupid. In German and in Dutch it just sounds like, because of course you need the subjects and whatnot. But here come the bomb, yeah. Yeah, there you go. I think in English it's just grenade. Something like that, or it's either that or like, or like he has a bomb. Something that they just say something stupid when you throw grenades. Well, actually, you don't really need to throw the grenade at them. They just, as long as you just throw the grenade. That one is the one that I recognize, but because that one is granat, that one is actually, and that one too. There's like, I think there's like two different like grenade, and then there's like one that's like, here comes the grenade, or like he has a bomb, something like that. It's just in English, it's weird, it's different.
Bertrand heeft mij betaald om iets voor hem te maken. Iets dat de problemen van ons allebei zou
Iets voor maken.
oplossen. We zijn nog maar het begin.
Maar het begin. It would always be very funny to me that the word begin in Dutch is begin. Like why? Begin. Okay, I'm losing a lot of time because of the fucking Hive Lord, man. Fuck you, man. The Hive Lord, man. The Ravagers, the Hive Lords. I hate those enemies with a passion, dude. But as you can see, this version of the game is completely fucking consistent. It just runs well. There's no like random crashes on cutscenes. It has the audio glitch, but you know, that's the thing I still have to figure out, right? I have to see if that has anything to do with with the FPS or if it has anything to do with anything really. But I think that's like it's the least of my concerns, because in this emulator version it actually works well. It's in newer versions of the emulator where that actually is
Hey man, volgens mij heb ik...
very, very visible.
Kom even langs als je tijd hebt.
Een granatentrio. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to go for this. I keep forgetting to like practice it, although I'm literally just doing this as filler for my this like playing this game is filler content for my stream as of right now. And what I mean by that is I want to play other things. I'm just like waiting for a bit. Whenever I start working again, which is gonna be next week, I will go back to the usual, well, not exactly like on Monday, but Wednesday onwards, right? I'll start the morning streams again, which will make it harder for people to watch me. And then once that happens, I will also start Rush of the Tube again. Yeah, by the way, I can't do this skip because I can't do the launch even if I want it, because I don't have Detonation Blast. I'm gonna get Detonation Blast in this mission, in the next section, when I get to the fight. I was thinking, where am I gonna get it? But yeah, it's in the fight on the rooftops. Way too many enemies to unlock that there. Er is een militiemeute.
Nooit gedacht dat ik achter de duivel aan zou lopen.
Yeah, it's funny because like the sound itself, like the h sound, like that's like easy for Spanish people to say. It just sounds weird to me, right? But in this, like in the context of this language, it sounds weird. The rest of the stuff, totally fine. That sound is, it just kind of sounds out of place, you know. But it's not like a hard sound for me to make. It is the one that I usually make for those sounds. There you go. I got the power. I can buy the power. There we go. Ah. That rooftop right there, and Yeah, I want to go back to other games as well. I'm gonna mix Infamous games with Last of Us 2 for a while. Probably I'm gonna mix some Age of Empires 2 as well in the mix. I'm gonna like throw it in the mix for a bit. Well, when I get better at that game. I mean, I'm first gonna be playing against AI mostly, mostly campaign for a bit. I'm also like you know, like right now I actually like started playing like actual like matches against AI. Once I can comfortably beat the harder versions of AI, I'll be good to like try ranked. Hi. Oh, you're there. I hate this, man. You die? That is so bad, dude. See help. See help and nothing, dude. So dumb. Fuck.
Ja,
Finally, sometimes you
liefst. Knappe man.
do something because I had to
Een keer?
turn on the light.
Bel me.
I'm gonna lose a lot of fucking time in this run. One thing goes wrong, and you lose a lot of time in this game. Again, as I said the other day, there's time to save, but it isn't easy. So, like, if I have like over 30 seconds somewhere, then that is probably the easier time save.
Ik hoorde toevallig dat je...
Doesn't mean it's easy to save
Is het wel slim om je met dat soort figuren in te laten?
to save the time, but
Voor je het weet zit je in de shit.
Hey,
it means it's easier to save at least some time if it's not the full.
Ik hou het hier wel in de gaten. En trouwens, ik heb een verrassing voor je.
So, you know, we'll just see what happens.
thuis.
Cole,
So,
hand omhoog, jij smerig onmens met je afwijkend bloed.
Je zit bij de militie?
Nou, het is meer Zeke Dunbar. Dubbelagent. Snap je hem? Ik ben een spion.
Voor onze kant, toch?
Oh, gij ongelovige.
Nou, mijn geloof is al op de proef gesteld, zie ik.
Heb je daar nou nog over? Kom op, man. Klaar voor de eerste keer?
man. Yeah. I really like the thing is though, I really want
Ik wakker word in een...
like now that I have done what like the thing is like the reason why I'm gonna continue playing these games now is because now that I have found out that it would potentially be a thing doing anything over than 90% in this game on emulator. I want to test to see like which versions or like which version can do it. Potentially this one might be able to if I updated it. So I'll try. But will not be today. Well, actually might be later, but not now. I hate that everything despawned, man.
Ik schat.
I get the backup at least.
Zag je dat? Die vreemde gloed op die gozer. Weet jij dat?
Nee.
Yeah, I wanna go back to doing some Bioshock stuff
Testen waren of zo.
potentially.
Kan niet.
Shit, man. Je moet meer van dat goedje halen waar die ene gast mee
But I don't want it to be like if I do Bioshock or Bioshock 1 or Bioshock 2 or Infinite, I don't want it to be as it was before. Right? First of all, I'm not gonna do glitchless.
Ik heb goed nieuws voor
That is just a no-no.
je. Ik heb
Not right now.
dat jij dat moet goed. Toen verdween ze weer en nu is ze weer terug. Heel verwarrend.
I'll most likely do it's either gonna be any percent or all collectibles or something that has skips, right? And then it's not going to be resetless runs
Jaren van mijn leven.
as I used to do because I wanna
Maar
get better and get PBs and
Je bent erachter
all of
wat
that.
de bogen vangen houden.
It's gonna be the same with these games. I'm gonna do other stuff with the Infamous games, potentially to beat my PBs and whatnot, also on console.
Maar vastzitten.
the emulator thing is just like a.
Klemmetje ervoor, toch?
Inderdaad.
It is a good way to practice as well to get
We vullen de
better at the game as well. It plays the same, so why not, you know?
door de voordeur en boom!
But I think
Brand is een goede afleiding.
Maar
when it comes to like Bioshock, I really need to try and get better.
Als we dat willen voorkomen, dan hebben we een...
Because I was never that good. Like I was never that good at Bioshock. I was like an average
kooien vol agenten.
good player,
Vochten vroeger tegen
but not like great.
Wil je die soms bevrijden
I was never
en bewapenen?
in any way
Agenten?
gonna be able to be in like at World Record level back in the day.
We zetten zo wat meer blauw op straat.
The few world records that I hold
Wat een kloot!
still in that game are because no one has ever tried.
Jij ziet van
And it's mostly just console stuff. Because like on PC, like the only records that I had, like I held the All Collectibles records.
Wat jij wil. Je
But-
zegt het maar, baas.
I mean, no one had ever done it, and then Prisoner learned to run, and he changed some of it, and KPC as well. Like between,
Nou, geen watje
actually, it was first Benedict Tater and KPC,
brand de
and then it was Prisoner who actually ran the game. And then I was never, ever close to Prisoner's level. And well, at least Infamous 1 wasn't that bad, but when it comes to like Bioshock 1 wasn't like
Montage aan.
that bad, but Bioshock Infinite, holy shit.
Pak maar een geweer van die militie, man.
Like like you can tell that I was way worse at that, because I mean right now, like I think both of my PBs for collectibles in Bioshock 1 and Infinite, I think they're both like at least over 10 minutes. The Bioshock Infinite one is 20 minutes over the record. The Bioshock 1 I don't remember if it's like 10 or what, but too bad. It is a very bad time. So actually, I don't know if I'm thinking about collectibles or old pickups for that. But same thing. It's just I was bad at the game.
Achterom hebben ze nog meer van die grote wapens.
The only PBs that are actually good that I have on the PC boards are the glitchless ones. But that's not like it isn't that much, you know. There's a category that no one ran. Like the more runners you have in a category, the better the strats will become. And even though KPC and Prisoner, they both ran, and then Golds as well. They all ran glitchless. Like it doesn't mean that the run is perfect, right? Even though they're the best players. Although, you know, Prisoner did break a lot of barriers. But okay, I'm gonna kill more just in case. Oh my god, I'm pulling her back. That was a decent lead in the charge. Very, very decent, actually. I golded. The Unbeladen. The Unbeladen. Oh, how the fuck it.
Het kostte 3 slaappillen, maar ze ligt eindelijk plat. Wanneer ga jij eens wat slapen?
Voorlopig niet. Eerst moet ik zorgen dat ze weer stroom hebben in Ascension Parish. Ik zie de hele tijd...
But yeah, I wanna, you know,
die zich verkneukelt.
I wanna run Bioshock again, so I can stop making those excuses again.
Oké. Ik begin met de transformator bij het kanaal. Moet toch te fixen zijn.
Just that with just like I did with Darksiders 2, I just want to prove to myself that I can do better.
Ziek. Ik denk dat ik hem heb gevonden.
Goed.
I don't think I'll get, or I'll have the like the mental to grind for record ever in Bioshock 1, because honestly, I mean, in all collectibles maybe for, but like even in all collectibles right now you'll be able to do
Het duurt
RCC bot. Like
hoog genoeg is. En de militie doet er
if someone wanted to grind that, right?
het relais de condensator weer opstart.
Echt waar?
But
Gelegd tot de condensator op.
RCC bot is the only thing that I am never going to do. Like, I'm not even going to try it. It is stupid. Rest of the stuff, yeah, I can probably do the rest of the stuff. I could probably just also do RCC, but I just don't want to do it. That is the one thing I'm never going to do. Is that strat that just fucking sucks. Like Bioshock 1, like it started out as a fun little thing, or we can clip through walls. And then it started to become worse and worse and worse. To the point where if you don't do this strat, you lose so much time that, you know. Like there are some strats that are like, oh yeah, by the way, this is like the fast strat. And you wanna go for record, you need these strats.
Haha, dat was één. Nu nog twee.
Like back in the day, it was like, oh yeah, you can go to like for multiple strats, maybe lose 5 seconds. It's fine. But right now, it's like you really need to go fast and fast and fast and fast, which is, it makes a lot of sense. But you know, maybe something else that I really want to try at some point,
Geen man.
because I've never tried it on Bioshock, and it's,
Zo ademen zou ik zweren dat ze dood was.
I've done it for other games
Doet het me denken aan jou.
for practice and whatnot, but I've never really done it for Bioshock.
Je had ons onnodig zorgen.
Not for real, because it's the way you practice the game, but and I mean the ILs, because the whole concept of finishing a run without having to quick save all the time, I like that a lot. So maybe that could be like a thing for me to do in the future as well. Get better at the game so that I can at least try to do like some attempts of full runs without quick saving or some shit like that. Well, not, yeah, as good as no quick saving sounds, that is not really the thing. Is it would be no saving, right?
Eindelijk.
And then I have to test Bioshock 2 again. I haven't tested in months. I don't know if the game runs better now or if it's worse.
Maar ziek. Denk je echt dat Quo krachten heeft? Omdat ze er zo bij ligt als ik na de explosie?
Ik weet het niet. Misschien. Sorry dat ik zomaar over trees begon zonder waarschuwing. Ik weet dat het moeilijk is.
Dat is oké. Ik leer van mijn fouten. Hier kan ik wel aan.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't know when that's actually gonna happen though. I do wanna like plan some things out, because I'm gonna do them, right? But I can't be too ambitious, otherwise I won't do anything. But I do have to plan things out a bit. Like, I know I'm gonna go back to Darksiders 2 next week, but that's really about it, about the things that I want to do. Like, for the new things that I want to do, or the things that I want to continue, or, you know, improve at. Oh no! I'm so dumb. Again.
Die militievenaten hebben een of andere meid uit de achterbuurt ontvoerd. Gewoon op klaarlichte dag en zo. Je moet haar vinden, man. Maakt een held van je. En dat levert vast nieuwe fanclubleden op.
This is a decent enough backup.
Het is McGraw.
Wow, dude. First run back in Dutch. And I get this shit run. Like, I'm gonna blame it on the Dutch. I am definitely not gonna blame it on me playing badly.
Bent u dat? Nee, 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 nee.
Waarom?
We moeten hier weg en dan nu.
To be fair, you know, like I already talk about this enough, where it's like I need a very good run for anything to work well.
Wat heb jij toch
Zo.
met die dingen?
Kom, je hebt mij genezen. Genees helemaal.
Also, I should probably, now that I think about it, the other day I did a run. I should probably highlight that run
Je hebt mij genezen. Genees helemaal.
just so there's like a video of it.
Vrienden, rebellen. Ze vechten voor mijn oom tegen de militie.
Move! Move! Oh,
Als je niet snel mensen gaat helpen, blijf je altijd een buitenmens. Mijn oom en zijn mensen zitten in Leo Park.
that's a bad idea doing that like that. Should have waited a little bit more. Come on, Sarah, just fucking...
Oom LaRoche, bent u hier?
There we go.
Ja, ja.
Ja, hahaha, ja. Anyway. Also, something that I hadn't done before to test on Emulator.
Mannen denken dat je wonderen kunt
Because, like, the other day,
Genees één
someone asked me on Discord, I was like,
geen spijt van.
and he was like,
Het is een beetje
oh, can you, like, send me your save files for Infamous 2, blah, blah, blah.
niks.
And I sent him my save files, thinking that doing this was what you needed to be able to skip cutscenes, right? On the emulator, like finish the game and whatnot.
Heb ik even
But as it turns out,
weer op de been. Je moet echt even naar
I am pretty sure you don't need to like have a save file and then finish the game.
Laat eerst maar eens zien.
I mean, you can just go into the trophies on the emulator and unlock the good ending. And the game's gonna be like, okay, you finished the game.
Klinkt interessant. Weet je, ik heb wel eens iets met niks gedaan.
In de aantekening van Wolf
So basically, I was just, I could have just told him to do that.
hun krachten kunnen combineren.
Klinkt interessant.
And like the reason why I say that is because
Gedaan.
Ik
in
wil daar dus
like for the Infamous 1 bonus,
militie.
the XP and the karma
Theorie van Wolf werkt.
is what I did today. I was like, I'm gonna see if just unlocking the trophy gives me the XP, and it does. You unlock the good karma trophy, and the game is like, oh, you know what?
Onze krachten
Now you can start with bonus.
Oh,
Yeah.
deze hou
Oké.
ik er zeker in.
Laten we iets anders
So you don't even need a save file. So stupid.
Hey Cole, ik heb de aantekening
Hey Cole.
die ik in Wolf's lab vond en alles wat erop. Kom, laten we eens in die kisten kijken.
Oh, I lost so much time because of the launch.
Geen probleem. Alleen weer een foto.
Every time I talk about the launches and
Wolf was
I talk about the time loss, the RNG and whatnot,
gebeurtenissen.
just sounds like such a fucking excuse.
Misschien zit Bertrand ook achter die energiekern aan.
But
En
man,
al die militietroepen. We moeten verder.
it's so real, man. You don't get this random thing. You lose 20 seconds. And there are multiple of them during the run.
Wat is dat?
And all of them can lose you the same amount of time.
Waarom is het zo
Or potentially more.
Wist je
So
dat? Het is
they will not lose you. I mean,
city. Alleen
they can lose you. They can lose you like at least like 10 seconds minimum. Because some of them are like shorter. They don't lose that much.
Wauw. En wij maar denken dat het beest zo gevaarlijk was.
Oh my god. Please just don't do a lot of that. Oh, let's fucking go, man.
Ah, ik meen het, Quo. Als wij
Hey, Brigadier, what's up?
samenwerken, zijn we onverslaanbaar.
Where are you playing? You mean like the platform? This is an emulator.
Echt waar, Quo. Jij wordt nog eens een geweldige
This is the PS3 emulator.
Bedankt voor je hulp. Ik voel me beter.
Are you joking? This is the best moment for me to get this softlock, dude.
Nou, dat is nog best leuk. Krachten gebruiken.
Echt waar, Quo. Jij wordt nog eens een geweldige freak.
Bedankt voor je hulp. Ik voel me beter.
Hé, daar ga je nog aan wennen. Wedden?
Misschien. Ik zie je later terug.
God damn it.
Hé man, neem die energiekern mee. Dan proberen we hem.
Whoa, what the fuck? Well, yeah. The run itself is dead. It's deader than dead. This is probably the one that I should do, to be honest. For like a backup, but not like that, probably. I need to work on the backups, just in case. This one in particular is very important to know. But
Agent Dunbar.
whatever, man.
Aan het observeren.
Yeah, I just lost 40 seconds.
Weet je nog die machine waar Bertrand gewoon mee
Well, actually, close to 50 seconds.
dat hij is verplaatst? Ik denk dat hij hier...
Because my goal for this has the launch, and you get to the roof before the mission even is able to start.
Tuurlijk,
So.
ik kan ergens heen.
Gaat het wel?
Ja, voel me kip lekker.
Dan wel een vette kip.
Yeah, as much as I hate that, I am not able to finish. So like start a new run right now. So I'm just gonna continue this one. You know, I'm going over. You know, like I'm pretty much just like. I just said how I wasn't gonna like try to do resetless runs
Niet makkelijker op.
from now on, but
Ah, ik begin te...
it's just like about the time I want to finish a run. For the most part, I will not try to do resetless runs if I do have the time. Oh, so that's 30 seconds. Okay. Yeah, right, because you still have to wait for the dialogue. Yeah, it's fine. But still very bad.
Cool, schatje. Zal ik je eens wat laten zien? Ik heb iets waarvan je gaat waterdanden.
It's also very good for me to test the actual potential of the emulator. Because the more runs I am able to complete, The more stable it probably, I can say it is.
Gewoon een stukje varen. Ik ken de weg, dus ik vaar wel. Geniet jij maar van het uitzicht. Die zijn nieuw. Zie je die torens daar?
Wat heeft de militie in godsnaam hier te zoeken?
Kom maar, jochie. Het is cool. Opletten. Wow. En zo wil je dat hebben wel. Jongens. Pak ze. Jongens. Het zijn die freaks.
Kom aan boord, Cole. Laat die mafketels het maar uitvechten.
Die moerasdingen zijn pissig.
Ze verdedigen het territorium. De militie houdt het niet lang vol hier.
Ik weet het, ik weet het.
Come on.
Verdomme. Ze hebben meer monsters dan muskieten hier, oh.
Misschien is de militie daarom al hier. Ze proberen die moerasdingen buiten de stad te houden.
Misschien. Hé, daar is nog een militiekamp. Pak die eikels aan, dan kunnen we verder.
Heel graag.
Yo, Quirrell, what's up, dude? Thank you for the
Zelfs
gel.
bewegen op de oever daarachter.
Oh, fijn.
This one's kinda like dead in a way. Because like the time save that I have in this run is very scarce. But very hard to get and not really a lot where it like would be easy to save. But I'm going to, you know, just play.
Blijf aan boord! We zijn machteloos. Laat het gaan.
Ze slopen onze boot.
Hou vol, we zijn er bijna.
Wat was dat?
Bewijs dat we er bijna zijn. Hou je gemak. Misschien ziet hij ons dan niet.
But yeah, so I was testing something else earlier, Quirrell. I was testing on a different version of the game. I was testing this is Emulator still. So I was testing if I could do all missions in that. It's either the version of the game or the update of the version of the game, or it could be a number of things. The DLCs, it could be, I don't know, something is making it so that some of the cutscenes crash the game.
We zijn er.
So there's
Het hoofdprogramma is ver.
things I have to try out offline to see if I can fix that. But this version of the game works just fine.
Moest het
You know?
iemand laten zien. Bewijzen dat
I
het
haven't
niet
crashed on cutscenes in
dacht
this
dat
version.
Raymond
It's
het wel zou
in this
begrijpen.
version of the game I get the audio glitch.
Niks.
Weet ik.
I got it earlier too. This run has it
Luister.
after
Gewoon iemand op zijn bek slaan.
Inconvenient Human at the
Die
end.
boot te lang bestuurd.
I saved 20 seconds. Oh my god.
Hey jongens, ik heb heel groot nieuws. Tijd voor overleg.
Of course I had to fucking fall, man. This is a guy, man. For real.
Jij het was? Hey man.
Daar zijn we dan. Nou, wat is je grote geheim, Ziek?
Het is nu zeker. De overdrager is ergens in Fort...
Yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah, I mean,
Hey, gaat het?
there was someone the other day in on Twitter that where I saw like
Wat? Nee, mooi
like someone actually like uploaded a run
stelen de krachten van alle anderen.
in the most cursed quality you can imagine, right? But
Door een machine.
you know, it was watchable, so you know it's acceptable, right?
Ruiken. Eerst moeten we dat rotding
And
zien te vinden.
like that person was actually streaming with that
Het verliep is groot.
setup.
Je hebt een heel leger nodig om binnen te komen, de uitgangen te bewaken en alles te doorzoeken.
Like he was actually like recording with the phone, and like it wasn't even centered completely. It's so cursed. But I mean, if it's visible,
Wat ze echt nodig hebben.
Ja, zoals mijn voet in hun reet.
like funny thing about OBS is that you can actually have that,
Antibiotica.
right? You can have like the phone thing or like whatever webcam pointing at the screen, and then just have live split, and that's it. Just record the run.
Patrouilles. Misschien vind je zo de voorraad.
Die zou ik wel eens willen zien.
Kom mee.
Perfect.
Wow.
Goed werk,
Dit
Quo.
is super. Jongens, dit gaat werken.
Wat? Medicijnen weggeven, man? Nee. Dat maakt die gasten alleen maar sterker. Ze moeten kwaad zijn. En afhankelijk van ons.
En hoe krijgen we dat voor elkaar?
I have an Age of Empires 2 stream open right now, and
Helemaal los.
you know, like during cutscenes, I actually get to like watch some of it. And like the thing is, like right now, there's like the qualifiers for a tournament that happens in April, opened right now.
Wat denk je, schatje?
It's 6 p.m. right now in my place, so 5 p.m. GMT, literally. But like they just open right now, and he's getting a crash in the game. I'm guessing it's just too many people trying to get into matches right now. And the game is just like super unstable. And that sucks, you know. That's almost it. Oh no. What the fuck? That's the incorrect
Niks planbaart of niets uit, dat weet je toch. Als je de hulp van de rebellen wilt, moet je een respect verdienen.
whatever. I don't
Je
care.
wilt toch een respect?
Hey,
Hey, there's a car.
weet jij waar de communicatiecentra zijn in Fort Philippe?
Tuurlijk. Ik stuur de locaties naar je mobiel.
Mooi.
Oké, niks. Hopelijk
I mean, I used to suck at, you know, like making things work. Today, it was very funny. Today, I was trying to make my my PS3 work again with OBS, and I had forgotten how the setup goes, right? Like where to put the cables, because you know, as I mentioned to you at some point, in order to capture PS3, you need an HDMI splitter, right? And the thing is, you need three cables, three HDMI cables. One of them will go to the splitter. Well, actually, all of them will go to the splitter, right? But one of them goes to the splitter directly. The other one goes to the capture card. The other one goes to the screen. But I always forget which one is which. And I was like so confused. But also, some months ago, I cleaned up my cables behind my table, and I was so confused by the layout because I hadn't looked at them in a while. I've been playing so much on PC that I forgot how the cables looked behind my table. I'm like, what the fuck? What's that? But
Ik ga los met
thankfully, I made it work.
durf je dat wel?
Maak je geen zorgen. Schakel dat geschut uit, dan ben je een held.
Yo, Tatas, what's up? How's it going, dude? I have been doing very good, man.
Weg uit New Moray.
playing this game for a bit. I was supposed to be doing a different category, but you know, it was also just a test, and the game didn't pass the test. Well, not the game, the emulator didn't pass the test. It crashed several times, and I didn't have time to finish a run anymore. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna switch categories instead. Switch categories and versions of the game, because this version of the game actually works for any percent. But I don't know if the other does. Maybe I should have, you know, tested, but I don't think it will, because it was the cutscenes were crashing the emulator, so I'm guessing something in that version of the game does that.
Ik doe mee.
Happy New Year, yeah, dude.
Niet te typen om vanaf de
Happy New Year to you, man.
kijken.
Hope it started well. Oh, what a nice time save. So, and your nice it soon. Hope that goes well, man.
Klasse, man. Schakel dat zware geschut uit en mijn jongens kunnen de hel laten losbarsten.
I don't start my classes until next week, so you know, I've been chilling, and I'm still chilling until the 7th. I'm gonna be chilling until the 7th of January, and then back to work. Oh no. How the fuck did I not die there? Right?
Hey, ziek?
Ja,
Oké.
ik zie je.
Deathfall Adventures? Hell yeah, man. Yep.
Bouwplaats is het dichtst erbij.
That is some
Oké, bedankt.
that is some good nah, no necrobition, no. There's not gonna be necrobition for. I mean, I don't know exactly if I'm gonna go back to it. I talked about this the other day. I will eventually go back, but I don't really feel like doing it now. Like, I don't find it as exciting as other games.
We kunnen door.
And it's mainly just the rifle jumps. I don't like the rifle jumps. As much as I like them, because I do like them, it's just they're too annoying, dude. Which is why when I go back, I will only go back to Necrovision 1. Lost Company is never in the books right now, by the way. I am never gonna do that game again. No matter what is found, I'm not gonna do that game again. Necrovision 1 is way better. I'll die on that hill. It was harder to learn, but once you learn it, it's way better.
Jongens, we hebben de
Zo.
overdrager gevonden. De mannen rijden nu naar buiten voor een groot vreugdevuur. Lijkt me heerlijk om dat ding te zien branden.
Yeah, I don't like the inconsistency of the rifle jump. And then in Lost Company, it even like
Zet hem aan, zet hem
looks
vast.
more inconsistent
Leidt bij,
somehow.
terwijl dat ding
Plus,
binnenste buiten
Lost Company has the like those parts of the game where you don't rifle jump, but instead you like do the boost thing to go up.
Oh, wacht eens even.
I don't like that.
Dit zouden we toch eerst overleggen, Cole?
That kind of thing, I just fucking hate.
De mijne.
You know, like,
Dan krijg ik er een van jou.
Nee.
Hey, geef toe.
you know, like basically, like,
Als we sterker zijn als team,
you know, I don't like those things since Bioshock Infinite. You know,
Er is beter.
Bioshock Infinite.
Oké, hey.
I'm just gonna say that, you know, the fucking elevator high FPS bullshit thing. It's so crap. And It's pretty much the same thing. It's just like a high FPS thing.
Als je haar kiest,
And I don't like it. It's just too much. So I'm not gonna go back to Lost Company. But I will go back to Necrobation eventually. I had fun with it. I also don't like the last boss in Lost Company. I wouldn't. There's two things. There's the last boss, and then there's the
Kan dit best.
like the second level of the game, or the third level, the plane one, the one with the plane.
Kies je de koude kutwijf en niet mij?
Like if I didn't have to fly any planes, I'll be good. But that fucking mission is stupid. The dragon in Necrobation 1 is way better. Even though it's a bit boring, it's way better. Because you still get to do like some part of the mission on foot. So it's fun. Right? Maybe you're in Deathfall. I haven't even played the game. I own the game. But I think the most likely thing to happen for me when it comes to that, to Deathfall, is that I'll probably play the game for the first time whenever I go back to Necrobation. I think that would make sense, right? So yeah, I own the game. I bought the game for like €3. Hey Wolfman, what's up? How's it going? Happy New Year. Oh, that's perfect, dude. Holy. Yeah, I bought Deathfall Adventures when you guys were like first running the game. When Gulch was running it the first time. That's when I bought the game. So I have it on Steam. It was also when I was learning Lost Company and whatnot. And then I never played the game. But I do have it. It's actually like I bought it because I found it like fun, just like Necrovision. Like, there's just something about those games that I find charming for the speedrun, you know? I don't know, I just like something about FPS games in general, right? Okay. Is this modded? No, this is an emulator. If you said that because of the FPS counter, this is an emulator. This is just one of a bunch of streams that I've been doing to test. I mean, for the most part, you can do any % runs fine in this emulator. But I did want to test something else earlier. It's just I didn't have the time to complete it, so I'll test it offline and come back with the results if it works. Because if it doesn't work, then I probably won't do it again online. But you played this game last year? Nice, dude. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and the speedrun is a lot of fun as well. It's just long, but it has very interesting strats, and it has lots of RNG. The fights are all RNG, but then there's like decent movement. Yeah, one of the reasons why I'm playing on emulator as opposed to playing on console is because you know. I just came back to the game, by the way. I haven't played this game since August, but I came back to it some days ago, and I wanted to play on emulator because I'm kind of sick of playing on console, and I was like, you know what, I'll take some of that time to test some of the stuff that I want to test on emulator, but also to get some PVs on emulator, because why not? And if I can run the game, there's always, you know, there's always gonna be people asking if we allow this for the leaderboards. And the answer is there aren't currently leaderboards for emulator, but there will be. I'm just waiting for... I'm waiting to see if there's anyone of those people that ask about the emulator categories that will actually run the game, right? Because it's like, you don't need me to say that there are categories for you to run the game, right? So, you know, just get a video of the run. Maybe if I see there's anyone else, I'll do it. But if it's only me, like, it's... Of course, it's another record, right? You know, like how people talk about, like, free war records in games and whatnot. This is one of those situations where, because I'm the only active runner, I have the record. By default, you know, it's not just that I have the record because I'm the only runner. I am the only good runner. Like some of the up, you know, like the up and coming runners that, you know, ran the game some time ago or are like currently inactive but have run the game recently. Some of those could potentially be better, but they either don't have time or they quit too early. So there's nothing I can really say about that. The XP glitch is so good. There are 2 enemies that spawn behind that house. You can kill them repeatedly for a bit, and then they stop spawning. And you actually do get the points from that. It's a very funny thing that I found pretty much on accident. I didn't really want to go for it, but I just so happened to be aiming there, trying to kill an enemy, and I saw that I was getting free points. Unfortunately, it's not like a constant thing, otherwise you'd be able to just get a lot of points. You still need to death warp to get more points, but it's way better than any other thing in this game. Yeah, that's the XP grind that I use in 100%. Actually, I don't know if you know, because you were offline for that part, right? Like when I was doing the Platinum Trophy run and the 100% runs that I did, I don't think you were there. But basically, I found out while I was working on the Platinum Trophy run that XP grind is way better than anything else that I had worked on. So that is the XP grind that I do in 100%. And I also I did it in the Platinum Trophy run as well because I need the powers, right? But what's relevant for this conversation is that I changed the rules for Hando. They are not in the leaderboards yet because I need to rewrite the whole thing, but basically not the whole thing, but like I need to rewrite some of the stuff. And the main thing is that now 100%, for 100% it's mandatory to buy the powers. It's mandatory to buy the powers in both games now. For this game and for Infamous 1. But there's a difference between this and Infamous 1. Because in this game you need more XP. Because you have to buy all of them. And what I mean by all of them is whichever side, a karma side you choose, you have to buy those. But in this game, you need to buy the the neutral powers as well, because they count toward the... Like, in order to get the trophy for all the powers in this game, because there's only one trophy for that, you need to buy the good karma or evil karma ones, and then the neutral ones. Well, not just, you know, but in Infamous 1, the neutral ones don't count. So I changed the rules so that you don't have to buy the neutral powers. Instead, in Infamous 1, now you have to buy either the good or the evil side powers. But for this game, because you only unlock the power by doing that, like the trophy by doing that, it's only fair that in the run you have to buy all of them, but just the ones that you need to buy.
Oh man, Ziek, deze schijnwerper is vet.
Bedoel je mijn dunbarstraal?
Ik ga hem zo niet noemen.
Oh, okay, yeah, because like as I was saying that, I remember you being there for the Platinum Trophy run. Yeah, I did that run. It was a lot of fun. I then did it again. By the way, I did the Platinum Trophy run twice for this game, and then I did the Infamous 1 Platinum Trophy run as well, which was longer, as far as I remember. Those two runs both came to be because I started playing on Emulator and I did a 100% playthrough of both games. And then I was like, wait, why not do this on console too? But difficulty, this is an easy. This is an easy, yeah. But I do have plans to do the... I have played this game on hard many times, and I have done speedruns on hard as well. Thing is, where is it? Where is this enemy? Fuck. I'm losing a whole lot of time in here because this dude just didn't move. What was I saying again? I don't know what I was talking about anymore.
Red er zoveel mogelijk. We rekenen op je.
I forgot what I was like. My trail of thought is gone because of that bullshit. Oh my god, don't do this again. Stupid enemies, dude. Fucking hate them so much, man. It's so stupid. It is a console thing as well. Like, it happens. It just happens. This game just like does that, man. Yeah, the difficulty setting. So like I have plans to run hard mode again. But actually grind it instead of just, you know, random run that I do. Because I have done so much for the easy mode run. And I'm pretty sure it's like my goal for this game in this like in 2026 is probably gonna be to get a 223, but I need I want to do more hard mode runs, right? And my PB for console, like on console, is at 225 as well. And I've already said many times that 223 should be possible without too many issues. But something shorter than 223 is probably gonna be. He just killed himself. That seems to be like a common thing for this on emulator. If you get close to him, that he just like jumps away like that. That might actually be an emulator thing, that guy. And some of the stuff because of the FPS, I'm guessing. It's just kind of fucked. Yeah, basically I just want to do more armor runs for all games. I've done a lot of work. I've put a lot of time into running 90% on easy in all of the PS3 games. In 1, 2, and Retail Blood. But when it comes to hard mode, I've done like a couple runs for each. Retail Blood, I've never done hard mode. I don't think it's necessary, but... That was so good.
We hebben allebei baat bij als je mij die kern geeft en jij wil hem aan de geest geven.
And Dumble Beam is very bad for RNG. I think it's a bit worse on console, on emulator though. I feel like the FPS affects the enemies quite a bit. I'm not sure about this guy though, but and we're good. I lost a lot of time in this mission in my PvE, in this splits, by the way. I PvE'd on this on console the other day. On emulator, what the hell? I PvE'd on emulator the other day by like some seconds. So like the splits are a little bit better. But I could have got a 224. I just didn't get chase skip. In that run, I literally just saved that run because I did a very good beast, but I didn't get chase skip, so I lost a lot of time. I haven't got chase skip in a while in a run. Also, something I didn't know is that if you do that, if you do this last well, and then you grab the cap again before LaRose starts talking, you don't actually end the mission, which is what happened in this splits. That's why I have the time save. LaRose never like started speaking, right? So I had to redo the well. It's just kind of stupid.
Jongens, ik heb nieuws. Ik onderzocht de brokstukken van Wolf's lab en ik vond een van zijn logboeken. Hij heeft eigenlijk gemaakt om de
That's how she
plaat
sounds.
te roeien.
Wat?
What? Oeh.
Nou, volgens Wolf's analyse is de plaag veroorzaakt door stralingsziekte. Energieveldstraling.
Het is een stralingsveldblokker.
Cole activeert hem. Laat de straling verdwijnen en...
De plaag is weg.
Halleluja! Ha! Hier is de energiekern van La Roche. Misschien kunnen we hem hiermee activeren.
Ik hoop het.
Ziek, hoeveel van die dingen heeft hij al geabsorbeerd?
Oh,
Enig idee?
weet ik niet.
Alleen...
Energieveldstraling wordt veroorzaakt door een neurobol.
Anyway.
Cole, ik weet waar je aan
Wat
denkt.
ik deed in Empire City
Wat ik deed.
veroorzaakte de plaag.
We gaan het genezen, makker.
You couldn't have known, man.
Ja.
Ziek, gebeurt dit iedere keer? Gaat dat wel goed?
Geen zorgen, niks aan de hand.
Yeah, as bad as this run is, I can still PB
Wat?
kinda easily if some things go well. It's just mostly RNG, and then I had to get chase skip, which is another stance. You know, another bit of RNG in the run. Yeah, because chase skip is like it's consistent. Like you can get the consistent angle and whatnot, because there's like a little bit of freedom with the angle and with the not that much with the timing, but it's not like it is not like a one frame thing or whatever.
Nou,
But
ga maar kijken of je wat vindt.
it's about the terrain, whether or not the guy will fall where you want him to fall. Like if you could control that, but you can't control that. Like the other day he got stuck, right? He didn't fall in the water, he just got stuck somewhere, he was just running against the wall. It was very funny to see because he wasn't moving, right? He didn't die and he wasn't moving.
Misschien een goed moment om weer eens naar de wagon te komen. Ziek en ik waren plannetjes aan het bedenken toen niks opdook. En we hebben je nodig. De aanvallen van de ijsbende worden heviger. Maar Bertrand blijft maar naar dit rangeerterrein gaan.
Vreemd. Waarom zou een rijke stinkend als Bertrand modder op zijn schoenen willen krijgen van zo'n plek?
Dat weet ik nog niet precies.
Kunnen we niet grijpen tijdens zo'n bezoekje?
Nee, die zijn altijd willekeurig.
Ik weet waar hij mee bezig is. Maar ze luistert niet, Cole.
Hé, niks. Waarom hou jij je mond niet even als de grote mensen
Kijk,
praten? Dank
dat
je.
bedoel ik nou.
Ik luister. Laat me horen niks.
Oké. Je weet hoe Bertrand vecht. Nou, hij heeft ook andere krachten. Die moerasfreaks zijn van hem.
Je bedoelt de monsters. Maakt hij ze?
Ja, heb ik zelf gezien. Ze zijn eerst wild, maar dan werkt hij een tijdje met ze. En dan zijn die monsters van hem.
Dus je zegt dat ze een soort band krijgen.
Ja,
Wat, zoals een beer naar jong?
ja, zoiets inderdaad.
Nou, kom op. Bertrand is een mammy.
Ja,
Niks, hoe kun je nou... Hoe weet je dit eigenlijk allemaal?
ik ben er zelf geweest. Ik heb het ook gedaan. Ik had zelfs mijn eigen monster.
Bedoel je nou te zeggen dat je zo'n monster als huisdier hebt?
De arme schat. We wilden samen weg, maar de militie kwam erachter. Hij vocht
To
maar
go to
zo.
the bathroom and open a window.
Dit is allemaal erg ontroerend, maar als het waar is wat je zegt...
Wacht eens even. Zeg je nou dat ik lieg?
hey,
Ik zal
hey,
jou wel
hey.
eens eventjes...
Genoeg.
Genoeg.
Als je de waarheid spreekt... Cole, misschien moeten jij en ik op pad gaan om bewijs te verzamelen. Als we kunnen bewijzen dat het allemaal gebeurt... kunnen we de hele stad tegen Bertrand opzetten. En daarna bevrijden we zoveel mogelijk gevangenen.
Nee, Cole en ik gaan erheen. Als jij me beschermt, pap ik wel aan met die monsters. Denk eens aan wat we allemaal kunnen doen als we een heel leger van die dingen hebben.
Hier moet ik over nadenken. Wees klaar om in actie te komen.
Nadenken... Cole!
Nadenken.
Ik heb die monsters nodig, Cole. Als ik er een paar in handen krijg, dan kan ik alles weer goed maken.
Quo,
Dan is het
ben je
dood
klaar om
voor
Bertrand te
Bertrand.
ontmaskeren?
Ik probeer nog steeds die tv-antenne om te leiden. Het duurt langer dan verwacht. Ga maar zonder mij.
Echt niet. Ik wacht.
Nee. We hebben geen tijd meer. Luister. Overal op het rangeerterrein staan wachttorens. Er is een gat waar je doorheen kunt sluipen, maar je moet er met een omweg naartoe.
I was just so close to not making it.
Oké, Quo. Ik ben binnen.
Goed. Mooie foto. Het is een begin, maar we hebben meer nodig als we Bertrand willen ontmaskeren. Daarna komen we terug om...
It's funny how you can get a perfect launch there.
Trouwens,
And even if you get it, you might still lose time because you might get like restarted. Because you have like sometimes the timer like goes over. Oh, it goes under. Right? Because the game counts you as not being in range for the mission.
ga zo door.
So it wants to reset you. Reset your position.
Pas op, je bent te dichtbij.
There we go, that's it.
Ongelooflijk dat het ooit een mens was. Luister, ik heb net gehoord dat
Luister.
Bertrand daar is. Hij gaat het grote pakhuis binnen.
Top. Misschien maakt hij daar die monsters. Wie weet kan ik hem op hete draad betrappen.
Als je die foto kunt maken, kan Bertrand inpakken.
Aan mijn trein.
Zet maar even zachter, Thomas.
Oké, Quo. Je had gelijk. Ik hoor Bertrand binnen, maar ik zie hem niet.
Oké, blijf goed rondkijken. Er moet een plekje zijn waar je een foto kunt maken. Eens kijken waar dit toe leidt.
There.
Quo, volgens mij heb ik precies wat we nodig hebben. Ah, waar is hij?
Bertrand kan wel wachten. We gaan die mensen bevrijden.
Oké, jongens, ga je gang.
Sorry, schatje. Mijn plan was beter.
Dit hadden we niet afgesproken.
Ik heb niks afgesproken. Ik luister niet naar die brave trut.
Het zijn monsters, niks.
Mijn schatjes.
Mijn schatjes.
Wacht maar.
We danken onze meester.
Aan de slag.
Goed gedaan.
En these are gold. Almost.
Gedaan, Quo.
Not a gold, but it's almost a gold.
Makker, je moet hierheen komen en snel ook. Ik heb net... Nou, je moet het zien om te geloven. Schiet op.
I've moved a little bit, so I didn't end up going to the left, but That is so cool, to be honest, when that happens.
Kom op, we gaan.
Wow, ho. Gaan we die tegen het beest inzetten? Dan gaat de hele stad eraan.
Niet als we hem pakken voordat hij in New Marais is. Ik heb het rechtssysteem al geïnstalleerd op een van de ijskranen. Nu nog even een raket in positie brengen.
Ach ja. Ik hou wel van explosies.
Ik ook, man. Kijk, daar ginds. Dat is hem.
Dat halen we wel. Ik probeer de weg vrij te houden.
Ik hoor je.
Man, als je zo goed weet wat het is, schiet er nou niet op.
Wat moet ik doen?
Hey, stop! Wow! Niet schieten op de nucleaire bom! Achterlijke idioten!
What the fuck? Holy shit. Are you joking right now? Come on, game. That actually counted as
Verdomme, dit is geen brug, het is een autokerkhof.
Ik regel het.
the car being in the way. It's just so dumb, dude.
Bewapende boten, daar!
Wat proberen ze nou de stad op te blazen?
My camera, like, it keeps flipping.
Ik lig onder vuur.
They definitely damage the truck a lot more when I play on a bad 60 FPS.
Moet je die gasten zien? Gelukkig schieten ze niet op ons.
Hier hebben we geen tijd voor.
Oeh, gehaald. Neem dat beest goed op de korrel en hou de trekker ingedrukt. Ik heb het lasergeleidersysteem Go, kijk uit!
Pep talk.
Hou je eerst bezig met deze rotzakken. We hebben maar één kans, man. Laat je niet afleiden bij het richten.
Goed, zoek een veilige plek. Als het kan, dan is de kleed met dood.
Ja, ik snap je. Schiet op, het beest komt eraan.
Hello? I am here! Dude! Damn. Where the fuck are you? Where? Are you like...
Oké,
That's a very bad fight. Yeah, this run, it had some potential, but then like Bistro's near is one of the points in the run where you can lose pretty much all the time. Because from this point on, I need very good splits. And there are some very bad missions coming up. I don't have to go that far. The next one is bad. Hebben hem.
Jezus, ziek, je hebt hulp nodig.
Doe me denken aan Empire City. Toen Kessler me een pak slaag gaf.
Ik zou jou slaag moeten geven.
Nou, dat is hetzelfde.
I'm pretty sure it's still my worst as well.
Hé man, ik kan echt niet naar huis lopen. Maak jij
Even though I have a
een
very
druk?
good segment.
Ik hou het voor omhoog. Dat meen je niet.
The other day I got a massive gold in
Als ik je ophoud, gaan we allebei dood. Ga maar. Jij kunt nog vechten.
what is the mission called again?
Nou even je kop houden en gaan lopen.
I forgot the name of the
Ziet er instant nieuw uit. Alsof hij gaat,
it's oh. Alright, it wasn't working. What was the mission called again? I forget.
Ziek.
Phase of Change, there you go. I knew it had phase in it. The Phase of Change, I got it by 20 seconds the other day on emulator, but it is possible on console, by the way.
Ziek, ik zet
Like most of the goals that I have on emulator are possible on console. Like the FPS thing is not like that noticeable when it comes to a lot of things. Infamous one is actually way better on 60. And you like the first one I did at 60 FPS, or like on like the first Infamous one run I did on MU, 60 FPS, right? I saved 3 minutes. I actually PB'd by 3 minutes. I haven't been able to do that, anything like that in this game yet. Just being ahead the whole time. But in that run, like on Infamous 1, I was ahead the whole time. And it was my first run, and it was months ago too.
Dat is heel fijn.
This game just like... it has so much bullshit. Which is why I am not able to PB. I did PB the other day, but it was like a 20-second PB. Damn. I almost golded this one the other day as well. Fucking insane, dude. In order to gold this one now, I need the launches to be on point.
Dat is 1. Ziek, wemelt hier van de ijsglijers.
Volgens de spionnen van La Roche hebben ze dat gebied overgenomen.
Komt Bertrand hier nog wel eens?
Hij is hier onlangs een paar keer gezien. Zelfs als hij onder vuur ligt, heeft hij zijn zaakjes op orde.
Ah, dat is mooi. Ik hoop dat ik hem tegenkom. Netjes.
laatste, Cole. Maak er wat van. Je bent nu ongeveer waar ik het beest kwijtraakte. Vreemd dat hij verdween.
Oh, die komt wel weer tevoorschijn.
Tot nu toe zijn er geen meldingen van stralingsziekte door de bom. Ik denk dat hij ver genoeg buiten de stad ontplofte.
Dat is in ieder geval iets. Ja.
Jij hoort niet thuis op deze wereld, meneer McGrath. Je bent een freak die zich niets aantrekt van autoriteit. Jij hebt me dan wel geholpen met de
I always go for that, and if I don't get it, I just go for the backup.
vergeven voor wat
And if I don't get it, well then I'm lost, I guess.
staat jou alleen nog.
Nah, K-Skip is just as consistent as it is on console. So not really, you know? It just happens to work. Well, but...
Mooi werk, jongens. Zorg ervoor dat
To be honest, I haven't done enough runs though to see if to know if it's more consistent. I got it in every run, but like that's not any different to the console runs.
Hey Quo, ik heb hulp nodig. Ja, nu.
Oh,
wat? Ik kom eraan, maar
what?
Kut. Oké. We halen je hier weg. Maak je geen zorgen.
Yeah, I haven't done enough runs to be able to know
Ja,
if the consistency is like higher or not. Because like actual runs, this would be my fourth any percent attempt. I did a run without cutscenes and dialogues in back in August, but I don't really count that one.
nee.
Although it was a full run, right? So I have done 4 runs, right? 4 attempts that have got here. No, actually no, 3 attempts that have got here. One of them didn't get here. But actually no, this is the 5th. This would be the 4th attempt that got here. One of them didn't get here. One of them only got to Biester's I don't need that.
Ik was bijna vergeten waarom ik ook alweer jouw kant op kwam. Iemand die ik ken bij de militie denkt dat er een energiekern ligt verborgen in een van Bertrands pakhuizen. Ga even kijken.
Oh, what am I doing?
Zie, ik ben bij het pakhuis. Weet je zeker dat hier zo'n kern ligt?
Dat zei een van mijn militiemaatjes.
The fuck are you doing, Cole? What the fuck? Oh, dumb.
Ik heb wat schermen.
So stupid.
Nog steeds geen energiekern.
Shit, man, blijf
I golded this the other day as well.
Blijf zoeken.
Niets.
Man, het spijt me. Luister, misschien moeten we er maar mee kappen voor vandaag.
Nee, we moeten nog 1 pakhuis doen.
kom op, jongens. Bescherm de lading. Rie. Ja, ja.
Dus, wat zat er in het koffertje?
Ah, dat probeer ik nog te ontdekken.
Je klinkt vermoeid. Kom even langs. Kun je uitrusten?
Ja, misschien verstandig. Laat ik je mijn nieuwe kern zien. Ah, kijk, zo klim je dus.
Hé, makker, ik hoorde dat Bertrand iets belangrijks aan het laden is op vrachtschepen in de haven. Waarschijnlijk is het de eerste lading door het zelfgeleiders.
Weet je dat die buitenlandse lui een voorraad betaalde? Die gasten ploft dat je zijn schepen saboteert. Misschien komt hij dan wel tevoorschijn.
Misschien wordt hij zo boos dat hij in dat insect verandert. Dan kijken we rustig toe hoe hij en dat beest het uitvechten.
Oh man, dat zou nog eens makkelijk zijn. Ziek, ik ben bij het water.
Bertrand's schepen liggen er nog. Ga aan boord en saboteer ze voordat ze uitvaren. Ga voor de ankerlieren, man. Die zijn elektrisch.
Ha, goed idee.
Huppa! Hierheen!
Ijslui hebben dat schip hermetisch afgesloten.
Echt waar? Denk je dat ze wisten wat we van plan waren? Man, ik vraag me af of...
Ik ben aan het vechten, zie.
Oh, sorry. Mijn fout.
Haal hem daar weg!
Het is veilig.
Oké. Je moet dus...
Dit schip gaat nergens meer heen. Ik ga naar de volgende.
Goed zo, kerel. Er is niets dat jij niet naar zijn grootje kan helpen.
Aanvallen! Vermaak geneest wel!
Okay, I guess.
Juist, hier zit het zwaar.
Oh, I didn't hit all. Oh my god, are you joking? The odds of that happening too, man. Where's the guy? Is he behind? Oh.
Je kunt het nu zien. Je kunt de plaag zien.
Waar ben je?
Kom naar het ziekenhuis. Dit moet je met eigen ogen zien. De plaag breidt zich uit, mevrouw. En niet alleen in New York. Miljoenen aan de oostkust zijn besmet. Over een paar weken.
Kan de overheid...
There we go, that was nice. Well, it's a nice piece of change, to be honest. Not a gold, but fast.
De mensheid is dood. Help me te redden wat ik kan.
Anyway. The only way I can really PvE is if I get if I save time in this mission and I get chase skip.
Het Molooigebouw en wacht op een helikopter. Die helaas nooit zou komen dankzij een vette sabotageactie van ondergetekende.
Haha, geweldig ziek. Ik verras ze op het heliplatform.
We hebben hem eindelijk. Als hij
Blah,
weer
blah,
van
blah.
koers verandert, zetten mijn jongens
Ja,
hem
if they,
die ziek heeft gemaakt.
If I have like decent luck
Spring achter op mijn truck. We moeten hem hier...
setting up the chase skip, I should be able to get it. I'm not.
Zo te zien stinkt hij erin. Roos,
I mean, I've always been
helikopter.
consistent at it.
Ik zet het
It's
er
just
allemaal op. Met trouwens
sometimes I
ook
just don't
deze
get it.
monstergedaante. Jullie leiden hem als een maklammetje naar de slagbank.
Ja, cool. Maar laat dat lammetje niet te dichtbij komen. Oké. Kaas die troep terug die hij naar ons spuurt. Deze truck is niet zo sterk als jij. Hij valt aan. Schiet hem op zijn mond. Oh, nee. Oh, hij gaat langzamer. Geef hem die rotzooi maar terug, makker.
Geweldig. Met brave woeste kerstworks. Zijn hele vermogen zit in dat lelijke ding.
Yo, Sobin, jongen.
Die toch niet meer nodig na vandaag.
Hou je stevig vast, daar komt hij.
Prachtschot.
Komt weer wat. Zet je schrap. Yeah, in de roos.
Hey, McCrae. Raak je er ooit aan gewend? Aan je speciale krachten en zo?
Hier komt weer een salvo aan. We zijn er bijna. Niks en Quo wachten verderop.
Samen met mijn beste mannen. Wij laten de hel losbreken.
Let's see if I don't get the same shot look I got the other day. It was a funny one, but I really hope I don't get it.
Eerste raketten los. Gelukt!
Raketen, bots.
De raket is los. Hij is er bijna geweest.
No soft lock today.
Dan maken we hem helemaal af. Het slagveld verderop ligt echt helemaal vol met gasflessen.
Helemaal.
Wees voorzichtig. Die dingen staan op scherp.
Human Ray is beter af zonder deze man.
Kom op, tijd voor wraak.
Giet het erover.
Ga je gang.
Oh my god, really? One hit away? Come on, dude. I'm losing 20. That's fine.
Goed, er waren 30 mannen.
Saving some time.
Zagen en 12 pick-ups voor nodig. Maar dat lijk is opgeruimd. Bedankt, McGrath. Je bent echt een held. Zonder Bertrand valt de militie uit elkaar. Sommigen zijn nog steeds bezig, maar ik denk niet dat ik na vandaag nog veel informatie oppik.
Wat? Heb je iets dan?
Jazeker. Wat dacht je van nog een energiekern? Ik zie je op de kade bij 3rd Street.
Ziek, jij bent de beste.
Dat zeg ik zelf nou ook altijd. Shit, dat zag ik vanaf hier.
Hij is het! Ondersteuning! Blijf in positie! Raketwerper! 88 in positie! Bescherm de generaal! Hou niet bij, zullen genezen!
That's it. Going too far with this, but
Ziek, ze hebben die energiekern behoorlijk gestopt voor. Ik denk dat ze de toren als bliksemafleider gebruiken. Ze hebben vast gezien wat ik met een andere kern deed.
Die gek denkt vast dat hij zo krachtiger wordt. Dat hij eindelijk een normale geleider wordt.
Kun je me helpen om een afvoer of brander aan te zetten, iets om het ijs rond de kern te smelten?
Had ik al aan gedacht. Ik stuur je de locaties van de ventielen wel door. Internet is echt de uitvinding van de eeuw.
Ja, echt.
oh, why the fuck?
Go. Ik weet nu dat het beest het moeras...
Oh, fuck, how did I do that? Those wall bounces that I did there were just something. Okay, can you please move? Can you please move? Come on. Come here. Yeah, that's it. Yes. Holy shit. Now that's a death toll. If I've ever seen one.
Hey, daar heb je hem.
Denk je dat ik er klaar voor ben?
Zoals ik het zie, zijn er maar twee soorten mensen. De meeste zijn zoals ik.
You know, I did say,
Een beetje op de bank.
you know, the only way I can PvE is if I get chase skip, right?
Maar geloven het wel. En er zijn gasten als jij.
It is still not guaranteed. Because the beast, like the last split, is one of the worst.
Roosmakker.
The actual fight is like the easiest
Was ook fel.
shit in any game, but it's about getting to the fight, right? There's some leeway, though, because there's some time save, but also I always forget if I grabbed a vortex. I'm pretty sure I did, though. Like, it doesn't matter which run it is. I always forget.
Alsof
Like, my brain just doesn't work.
klaar voor ben. Inderdaad.
Like, I get it. Like, I remember to get it, but then I forget if I did.
Ja. Ik ben klaar voor de SVB.
Ik heb net van niks gehoord dat ze in het moeras heeft gezocht naar monsters die de aanval van het beest hebben overleefd.
Was het erg?
Ze is een taaie, maar pak er niet te hard aan. Hoe dan ook, zij en Quo komen naar mij toe om te kijken hoe jij met die SVB aan de slag gaat. Iedereen wil het zien, man. Hoe jij het beest gaat afmaken.
Ja.
Zien je snel, oké?
Let's go. Okay, so we can finally...
Erg. Het was zo erg, Cole.
We can finally...
Gelukkig heb je het gehaald. Luister, het is allemaal niet zo duidelijk als we dachten. Het beest blijkt iemand te zijn die je kende. Het is een geleider, John White.
John leeft nog?
Ja. Maar luister, hij is geen massamoordenaar. Hij gebruikt zijn kracht als een neurobol. Activeert potentiële geleiders en geneest ze van de plaag.
Maar hij doodt mensen die niet de mazzel hebben geleider te zijn.
Hij vroeg me hem te helpen, Ziek.
Te helpen?
Jouw vriend vermoordde net al mijn schatjes.
Weet ik.
Let's see what happens here.
Nou, doe er dan iets aan, Cole.
Doe ik.
You know, I really want the run to end, so I can. I mean, hear me out. Like, I would love to stream for longer, but I really want to go shower. But yeah, tomorrow I'll stream again, and then I'm gonna be streaming more days from now on. I want 2026 to be bigger in that regard for me. I wanna stream more.
Hij ging nog niet eens af. Hij was nog niet eens helemaal opgeladen.
I want to stream more, and I will do it because this time I'm actually determined to do it. Not like, you know, unlike what I did last year.
Laat me eens kijken.
Wolf, hij wist dat dit zou gebeuren.
Hij probeerde me te vermoorden.
Ik wist hier echt niets vanaf.
Als ik dat ding gebruik, zijn we er geweest. Alle geleiders, niet alleen het
Ja.
beest.
Doe je het niet, ga ik eraan. En miljoenen met mij.
Luister, Ziek. We weten niet of de SVB de pest zal uitroeien. John's methode werkt. Ik zag het. Misschien is dat de enige manier om dit te overleven.
Maakt me niet uit wat er met mij gebeurt. Ik wil alleen maar dat het beest sterft. Je moet een beslissing nemen. Hier en nu. Ga je het beest nog doden? Wees een man van je woord.
Kijk, John's plan is niet prettig. Zeker niet, maar het moet. De geleiders zijn immuun voor de plaag. Hij moet er zoveel mogelijk maken voor er nog meer zieken doodgaan. Denk daar eens aan.
Nooit gedacht dat Cole eigenlijk zo egoïstisch was. Ziek. Kun je hem repareren?
Ik zal wel moeten, toch?
Oké. Ga je gang.
Jezus, laat me los! Hier krijgen jullie allemaal spijt van.
Zij gaat problemen geven.
We hebben wel grotere problemen. Deze SVB is nog niet opgeladen. Wel bijna, niet helemaal.
Geef maar hier.
Nee. Zie je dit kapotte ding? Hier? Dat is de energieregelaar. Zonder dat verbrand je hem gewoon. Het is geen wereldramp. Ik bedoel, toch wel. Maar, ik heb een idee.
Okay, let's go. I could have actually made it to the boat with that angle, but I didn't want to. Didn't want to fail it.
Je bent nog niet klaar.
Wat aardig van je. Bedankt.
Het beest is onderweg naar het eerste onderstation. Mijn mannen doen er alles aan om tijd te rekken tot we er zijn.
Goodbye, La Rose. Where's where you're gonna fall? But you're not gonna fall. Oh,
Zo te zien zijn we aan de
God
late
damn it.
kant.
Ik zie het onderstation vanaf hier.
We moeten de SVB opladen voordat hij hem bereikt.
Ik ben er al.
I really thought he was just gonna fall off the boat. I didn't get the strat. Damn. The strat that saves or loses 0 seconds. Making him fall. Just funny as shit though.
Ziek! We zijn het onderstation kwijt.
Oké, er zijn een paar goeie te vinden in Smart Triangle.
Begrepen. Gaan we nu heen.
My launches, like this launch in particular, has been so bad lately. Sucks ass. I have lost minutes in this run due to the launches, by the way.
John kan de SWB van afstand voelen. Hij gaat er meteen op af. Hoe wil je het doen? Jij verdedigt de boel. Bescherm de SWB.
Draai je om, Cole. Loop gewoon weg.
He didn't even fucking grab me. That's insane. Holy shit, this is perfect. Yo, that's fucking great, dude. Holy shit. This is a big gold. Holy shit. That was almost a 223, dude.